Laden had a plan of importing 30 new 18-seater manual 6-gear chopper box bodies, then expand his route to cross the Nairobi county restrictions. Lucas gets into the stage. He calls his contact from Kamutheine stage, and Jonte picks him. With him, Toronto. They get to him just as Kamapedi is meeting Jonte. Jonte bana, Bazua ametuweka njaa sana man. Dada gani? Umerega kubanja na yeye off late? But huu ni Mori ametoka kuwa na yeye, labda atatupeleka na 123 ama ABC. Whichever. Come to Deni hivi. They follow each other on the Capra Road. At J Block, Mutinda is seated outside the block, flashing back on how it was. He was the safe operator in the CBK when Babylon got to him. He could not do it. Fadhali shida kuliko dhambi. But they arrested him for. He doesn't know what. He didn't do it. He loved his job. He loved his wife. He loved his family. But payback is a bitch. And revenge is best served cold. I wasn't wrong giving them the codes. Laden will pull this through. He muttered to himself. Meanwhile, at the restaurant, ziko sawa. You can start serving, says Jasmine to Laden as she tests the omena. Hiyo mbese inakaa pienga. Siwache uone venye naifanya. Nilikwambia hapa, mimi ndo Dr. Rinding. Are you rinding me, baby? Loud and clear, Captain. Wow, my omena, replies Laden as he bends down to pick the size. On the other hand, Ranches is seen in the quarters. Charlie is on the extreme end of the fence on phone. The oil skin of the house is not to be rubbed onto stranger skin. He speaks to the guy on the other end in vernacular. Ranches can understand the Agikuyu language. Have the others finished taking their oath? Says Charlie, but seemingly asking. At that time, Ranches flashes back, Laden speaking to him. The glory of Jesus is God. The glory of a man is a woman. The glory of a woman is her hair. What did he really mean? Will it really be true that a prophet is without honor even in his own home? But that is a mistake. Ranches speaks to himself. Sir, I am done, says Ranches. Did you type all of the names in that list? Yes, I did, sir. Well then, forward them to my email address. On it, sir, says Ranches and leaves back to the office. Keja ndio hiyo mzigo alisema niweke ndani, says Jonte to Lucas, then leaves with Toronto and Kama. Lucas gets in, opens the case, then lights a blunt and shuts the door. He puts on the light and proceeds to examine the casing, then gets out the rifle and looks through the scope before deassembling it and packing it into the trooper bag he just came in with. Then gets the bag onto his back and leaves the house. Closes the house and exits the compound. He walks to the stage and gets into Buddy. It rides towards Wangige. Mwadhini anapoadhini msikitini, Laden picks up his robe and walks out of the kitchen area. Then the tashbir is in his hand. Babe, let me get to the mosque, says Laden to Jasmine as he pecks her, then kisses her. His eyes meet Kameni. She's among the guests. Remember what we agreed on? Crystal clear, Your Highness, says Laden as he moves out of the franchise. Jasmine walks back to the kitchen and gets the result out of her back pocket. The names and the results adjacent to them, all of them positive. All 5. But how? She asks herself. At the gate, Laden meets Bemba. Ushamkuta? Ndio nateremka saa hii. Sawa, changamka right hand. Acha nipige swala. Tupatane nikirudi. Meanwhile, 8 years ago in Dandora, that day when Laden gets into the house with Nyambura, all the way kissing her to the bedroom, Steve is seen blacking out on the carpet in the living room. At the De La Rue, the money is being printed in preparation for the release of the end of the governmental financial year budget. In the Parliamentary House, as the session is ending, Murkomen walks towards the Speaker's vehicle. How is everything? Have you spoken to the Prime Minister to be? Yes, I have, and everything is on set, says Moses Wetangula from now the completely lowered down window. Lucas gets into a furnished apartment, puts on the TV, CNN, and he can see Donald Trump. The thing is, we are pro-life. He mutes the TV and walks to the bedroom. He pulls back the bedside locker and picks up the bunch of passports, goes through them and selects one. He returns the rest and closes the drawer. The jacket is on the bed. He picks the keys from beside it. BMW. Puts on the jacket and walks out of the bedroom door. Then out of the main door. Locates the BMW motorbike in the parking lot. Starts it and it booms to life. He opens the gate wide, drives out, parks and closes the gate, then speeds off. Benja is seen in Mudhangari police station, walks up the stairs to the situation room. And Angui is seated alone when he knocks and enters. Hello, madam. I have been sent by Albert. Angui picks the envelope from the table and hands it to Bemba. As he takes it, leave the door open. Kindly, please. Bemba turns back and walks out of the office, leaving the door open as commanded. Lucas is seen at Ngara area. Picks up the air traffic ticket from Maureen Muriuki at Ngara stage. Not saying a word, he heads back as he puts on the helmet and speeds out of the stage. As Bemba comes back into the stage, Laden is negotiating the corner, barring their view. He walks to him, slips the envelope into his hand with a hug. He then proceeds back into the mall. ABC. As Bemba is uttering, wacha zikuje mpya kwanza tuone. At that time, Lucas is seen on the expressway, speeding away. To God be glory.